I went to go get coffee, and I've still been wrestling with this script, and um, pretty much just rethought the whole, almost every detail about the first third of it. Um, this is a good example of why people who advocate just just blast it out and go with it, and don't just write, just charge ahead. While there's something to that, there's not everything to that. Because the experience I had last night and today, thinking like, maybe I need to approach this differently. That's not something you can rush. That comes, I think, from days or weeks or even months of turning it over in your brain. There's just a fermentation process that just has to play out. Well, I think this will be better. What's frustrating is that it undoes a lot of work I had done, and it makes a chunk of it, a chunk that I had already really written and was done. Like it was actually, as of a week ago, the chunk that I was most like. I was thinking to myself, no matter what the script ends up being, this part will probably be in here. This is good. That's the part now with this new direction that actually wouldn't even fit. Like I would have to just delete it. I do think this is better though. The story makes more sense if you make this change, and it makes a lot of what I was doing before. I think what I was doing before, it could work. It would have been fine, but I think it would create a lot of questions if you're reading it like, well, why is this character doing this, and why are they saying this, and why would they think this? I know I'm being very enigmatic because I don't want to spoil everything. And also it could all change in 4 days anyway. I could wake up, or be in the shower before work next week and think like, what would really even be better, and change it all up again. This one's tough, and I don't know why. I don't know. I know, well, I know some of it is it's follow up jitters. It's feeling like the first one went well, and I need the second one to do even better. If you guys have ever seen High Fidelity, that movie, or read the book, I don't remember John Cusack's character's name. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, at one point he lays out sort of the science of making a mixtape.
You got to kick it off with a killer to grab attention. Then you got to take it up a notch. But you don't want to blow your wad, so then you got to cool it off a notch. There are a lot of rules.
I'm taking a similar approach to the Dinosaurs versus Marsbots comic series. Like, I think DvsM 1975, it's what I set out to do. I think it succeeded in the things I thought were important. And I think it sets a tone for, like, the kind of stories I would write. Character driven, there's a lot of ideas there, dialogue is very important. And then you have this sort of background of weird, creepy, kind of body horror stuff, scary sci-fi stuff, nightmarish elements, things like that. And then a little bit of a dry sense of humor kind of woven throughout. The next one, this one, 97, has to be all those things times two. I think character work has to be stronger. The dialogue has to be snappier and better, and more rich, and tell you more about the characters, and maybe a little bit more antagonistic, where before they were more friendly, these characters aren't. More emotion, more real, more human. And then when you get to the action stuff, the sci-fi stuff, the horror stuff, that has to all be bigger too. That's a lot of pressure. Getting that exactly right is a lot more work. And then I think also it's I'm struggling with impatience. When I wrote 1975, I had never done a comic before, and I was really anxious about whether I could even do a comic. I mean, I wasn't sure if I'd get halfway through and realize like I have bitten off more than I can chew. I can't handle this. Like this is too much work, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing it fast enough, or whatever. I thought it could be a disaster. And as a result, every stage I was working on, I was laser focused on that particular step. That was the way I made it manageable in my head. Was I have no idea if I can draw this comic, so I'm just concentrating on the writing right now. And then when I was drawing it, I have no idea what page 39 is going to look like. I'm just going to focus on page 2. And then when it was all drawn, I have no idea where I'm going to get it printed. I'm just going to work on a cover. If for no other reason than just ignorance. I didn't know anything about those future steps. I'd never done them before. With this, I've seen all the steps. I know all the beats. I know how this goes. And it's hard for me. While I like the writing part, it's hard not to be impatient and want to be like, I can't wait to draw. I can't wait to do a cover. I can't wait to, like I'm ahead of myself. And I think it's distracting me. I'm feeling the difference in concentration. I don't think I'm curling up in the writing process in the same way that I was last time. I think I'm thinking more of all the beats. And I think that's my homework for the next few weeks while I'm working on this is I need to try and forget about every other part of this and really just concentrate on the writing and enjoying the writing and getting the writing exactly right and not feeling like I have to rush through it. There is no rush. I think I need to take my foot off my own neck a little bit and just let the process play out. So, anyway, that's today. I don't know if it seems like it. It probably doesn't. I actually do. I'm happiest when I'm doing this, which is a weird paradox. Like, I don't know. I'm not a parent. Maybe a parent could identify. Like, I'm thinking, like, what are things in life where it's hard and it's stressful and you're frustrated all the time, but you're also happiest doing it? Maybe parenting? I don't know. That's kind of what working on a creative project is for me. Like, it's constantly being frustrated, and yet when I'm not doing it, I wish I was doing it. Weird, right?
Won't somebody please help me with my misery? Can somebody see? Yeah.